Due to the behavior of the current government, the light at the end of the tunnel will be turned off until further notice. Politicians, you gotta love them, huh? President Obama, since taking office, he has hosted 400 fundraising events. That's an average of one fundraiser each and every week. What's he doing raising money right now? Anyway, he's only got another year and a half in office, or does he want to stay longer? Do your job. What are you doing out raising money for who? I mean, you can't spend it. Supposedly, you got just a lame duck thing going on. All you're supposed to do now is work and do a good job, and you don't seem to be doing that. When Obama was campaigning for the White House, he told Americans that if elected, I will sacrifice my need for vacations, leisure, and those needs will be gone forever and ever. That's actually what he said. In fact, since taking office, he has played 186 rounds of golf, plus he's had many trips and vacations. Hey, say what you mean and mean what you say. Politicians still talking about them. Here's a former Quebec Lieutenant Governor. Her name is Lise Thibault. No, I'm not saying that correctly in any event. She was charged for taking in excess of $700,000 from the Crown improperly, and she says, hey, I can steal if I want because I work for the Crown, and that's been her defense. Her defense hasn't been that I didn't do it. Her defense is that you can't charge me because I'm the highest representative of the Crown in Quebec and I cannot be prosecuted. I should have immunity. The court now has said, hey, immunity you don't get, baby. We're going to charge you now and we'll see you in court. Good grief, what kind of a defense is that? I'm a thief, but it's okay because I'm supposed to be a thief. Oh, of course you are. You're a politician. Not a very good thing. Indian politicians in Canada. Recently there was a law put into place that said, you got to tell us how much you make. 2/3 of all Indian bands have said, we're not going to tell you how much we make. And the odd one that has said what they make, they've posted it on their website. I got to tell you, it's absolutely outrageous. Some of them make millions of dollars a year. And they don't, what do they do? Who do they govern? They're paid politicians. Who? I mean, there's 60, 70 members, 200 members. There's a government already in Canada, I thought. Let's have a meeting to decide when the next meeting is. Duh. The government gives them our money as a Canadian, and they in turn sit around and say, we're politicians too. Politicking against what? And they're making zillions of dollars, and 2/3 of them won't tell people how much they make. And these guys don't pay taxes or anything. Good grief. Counselors too, by the way, they won't post what they're paid, but they're safe because a lot of what they get can't show up because they get upwards to $1,000 per meeting, every meeting, and they have 2 or 3 meetings a day. That's back to that. Let's have a meeting to decide when the next meeting is. They do that because it doesn't show up as salary, it doesn't show up as a benefit. It's a meeting pay. They make millions of dollars a year. And again, who are they governing? What are they doing? The roads they drive on and everything else, the government already pays for them. Talk about double, triple dipping. This is dumb. Fire hydrants. They're big business in Canada, in America, cities across North America. They average fire hydrants $8,000 a year per hydrant in paying fines. I'll get it. Blah, parking ticket fines, $8,000 a year. Dogs use fire hydrants. Maybe they should use politicians. In Canada, they have a party. They had a lot of problems. They have a party. The National Federal Party used to be called this. That is Progressive Conservative. I've always marveled at that because progressive means left, conservative means right, and when you mix them, it's not right. It doesn't make any kind of sense. Progressive conservative. It's kind of like saying virgin hooker, you know. It doesn't compute. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're gonna have more for you from the right. See ya.